It looks like King Charles is trying to stop Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from taking over the Commonwealth. What is he trying to do, though, exactly? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness. Yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? And we're going to start with a video that I actually filmed and released 6 days ago. Yes, Megxi and Hazard's secret plot to actually become head of the Commonwealth. Yes, if you missed that video, I highly recommend you watch it right now, because today's video is absolutely linked to what I said 6 days ago. And it looks like King Charles might have cottoned on to what Hazard and Megxi are trying to do, i.e., opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, take over the Commonwealth. And he is not happy whatsoever. Oh, hell no. So, yeah, Megxi and Hazard have just finished the tour of Nigeria, and King Charles wants to stop them from actually visiting other Commonwealth countries. It's said that that is now his new priority as he works to stop Hazard and Megxi visiting other Commonwealth countries. Now, they were there to promote the Invictus Games. It was announced that they were there in their private capacity, but as I actually mentioned in a previous video, yeah, it didn't look like a private capacity at all. Standing up to the national anthem, inspecting the guards. Oh my goodness, this was, by all accounts, by all means, from what we could see, a fake royal tour. Now, royal author and expert Tom Quinn is claiming that King Charles is absolutely peeved and angry by Hazard and Megxi's trip, and is now doing everything in his power to actually stop it from happening again. Saying to the Mirror, quote, "King Charles is in a terrible bind. He would love to strip Megxi and Hazard of their royal titles, but fears this will look vindictive." Now, would it look vindictive to some? Of course it would. But, as I would like to say, for the majority, we'd be like, finally, get their titles gone, removed, donezo. That is, I would say, the majority of their power that they've got is the titles that they have. Once they're gone, what have they got left? They then are truly private citizens at that point. Now, Tom Quinn says, though, on the other hand, he has to find a way to put a stop to any future trips by Hazard and Megxi to other Commonwealth countries. This has now become his #1 priority, suggesting that the king may use back channels in order to try to block any further invitations to the wayward couple, admitting that that will prove, though, very difficult. Now, King Charles is head of the Commonwealth. Of course, he's monarch. So how difficult could that really be? I think it would actually be easier than Tom Quinn may realise, I would say, humbly. But he then says why King Charles might actually be very worried by Hazard and Megxi's Nigerian visit, saying the ultimate fear for King Charles and Prince William is that Megxi's rebelliousness actually ends up making her more appealing than the understated members of official Team Royal. I understand that's a fear, but at the end of the day, it's unfounded because we see the polls. Everything that she does, her popularity figure becomes less and less and less and less and less. I mean, in the last poll that was actually released, it showed that hers remained unchanged. But Prince Andrew, he went up in popularity. His popularity figures went up. That says a lot. When your popularity figures stayed the same, and they're pretty low to begin with anyway, but the likes of Prince Andrew, his popularity figures actually go up. Like I said, that says a lot, right, guys? But Tom Quinn then says that's why she always makes a point, this is Megxi now, of holding Hazard's hand for the cameras, something she knows Prince William and Princess Catherine would never do. So he then says, after Nigeria, one thing is certain, huge efforts will go into changing the way the royal family deals with its role in the Commonwealth. Steps have already been taken via official channels to try to lessen the chance that other Commonwealth countries invite Megxi and Hazard to visit. And yeah, this is the thing, right? It does seem at the moment that there is a little bit of a void between the royal family and the Commonwealth, right? And so those ties need to be strengthened much more. They seem to have gone by the wayward side, sadly to say, since Queen Elizabeth II passed. Even I've noticed that. But if King Charles can muster up the strength and, all his power, given what he's going through at the moment health-wise, to refocus back on the Commonwealth, then hopefully that should actually stymie and stop Hazard and Megxi thinking, hey up, we've got a door open ajar here that we can go in and, steal this from the royal family and make it our own, you know what I mean? King Charles needs to stop that, and he needs to do everything in his power and strength to do that and strengthen once again the ties between the royal family and the Commonwealth. So I'm glad that, based on these sources here, that King Charles is definitely taking this seriously. And so, then turning round here, Tom Quinn saying that, Hazard and Megxi with their Nigerian visit was a message to King Charles saying that they don't need his permission to be working royals. So this is even more incentive for King Charles to turn around and be like, yeah, this has got to stop. These invitations that the Commonwealth countries are sending to Hazard and Megxi have to stop, because this ain't just Nigeria, okay? We had Jamaica earlier on this year when they visited there for the Bob Marley film premiere. Then you've got Canada twice now hosting the Invictus Games. Like, Hazard and Megxi have really tried to play a blinder here to, as far as I'm concerned, try and take over the Commonwealth. And this message here to King Charles, if this is true, is absolutely egregious and highly offensive. So Tom Quinn then says, look, when you look at what Harry and Meghan got up to on their Nigeria visit, it's easy to see why the senior royals are worried. Everything you might expect from an official royal visit was there. The receptions, the visits to schools and charities, to wounded soldiers and the disabled. Megxi and Hazard's speeches and their whole attitude has been designed to give the impression that they are still fully paid up royals, and William and his father, King Charles, don't like it one bit. For Charles and William, it's as if Megxi and Hazard are saying, we don't need your permission to be working royals, we'll do it on our own terms whenever and wherever we like. Again, if that is the message that they were sending out to King Charles, it's highly offensive and extremely egregious to step on King Charles's toes, as he's the head of the Commonwealth. And it looks like they're trying to take over. Again, visit my channel and take a look at this video here that I released 6 days ago. Have Megxi and Hazard hatched a secret plot to become head of the Commonwealth and replace King Charles? It's not looking good at all. And just as another note, I released a video yesterday because Tom Quinn is referencing here Hazard's visit, to the wounded soldiers and the disabled, right? This was at the hospital that he visited them at. But I released a video yesterday. Did Prince Hazard actually manipulate veterans at the Nigerian hospital visit and actually fake it all for the Netflix cameras? I'm just asking for a friend here, but check out that video as well from yesterday, because again, it's not looking good. But for those that don't dig deep underneath the surface, yeah, you would think that Hazard and Megxi's trip to Nigeria was a success. But it ain't. And there's darker forces at play here, which it looks like, according to this source here, King Charles is fully recognising this and is taking steps to stop Hazard and Megxi essentially taking over the Commonwealth. Especially when it looks like Hazard and Megxi are taking 2 fingers up at King Charles, being like, we don't need your permission to be working royals. No. No, he needs to stop them in their tracks. And where possible, absolutely remove their titles once and for all. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Vault Nerd tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about what King Charles is trying to do to stop Harry and Megxit, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.